Since its inception in 1996, Super Rugby has grown in leaps and bounds, establishing itself as the Southern Hemisphere's premier rugby competition. Starting with 12 foundation teams, the competition grew to 14 and then 15. And in 2016, Super Rugby will reach new fans, new markets and new heights with the introduction of 3 new teams. The Aguares from Argentina, the Sunwolves from Japan and the Kings from South Africa. The new competition will consist of 4 conferences, arranged into 2 groups, one from Australasia and one from South Africa. The Australasian group is made up of the Australian Conference and the New Zealand Conference, each containing 5 teams. The South African group contains 2 conferences, with 4 sides in each. These will include all South African-based teams and the teams from Argentina and Japan. It's exciting, but it does mean a few changes to what you might previously be used to. So here's what it means for fans of the defending champion Highlanders. For the regular season, all you need to remember is the 6-5-4 rule. Your men will play 6 games against teams in our own conference, which includes home and away clashes against the Chiefs and Hurricanes, plus single matches against the Crusaders and the Blues. There'll be 5 games against the Australian Conference, 1 against each side from across the ditch, and including hosting the Brumbies and Force here in the Deep South. And the Highlanders will play 4 games against one of the South African conferences. This includes a visit to Port Elizabeth to take on the Kings and Buenos Aires for an historic clash with the Aguares. And we'll roll out the welcome mat in Dunedin for the Lions and the Sharks. So, the Highlanders take on more Aussie teams, get their first taste of Argentinian Super Rugby, and they can look forward to meeting the new Japanese franchise in 2017 as Super Rugby goes out to more fans and more markets than ever before. Each team plays 15 matches across 17 rounds and will have 2 byes. Conference standings and competition points at the end of the regular season will be used to determine seedings, with 8 teams to play off in the Super Rugby Final Series. Seeds 1 to 4 are the conference winners, ranked in order of competition points, and will host in Week 1. Seeds 5 to 8 are the wildcards, consisting of the next best team from the South African group and the next 3 best teams from the Australasian group. These seedings ensure that each conference is represented, with higher ranked teams earning the right to play at home. It's sudden death throughout the final series, which makes for an exciting conclusion to the Super Rugby season. So, to recap, your team will play 15 games across 17 rounds each season, meeting every other team over a 2-year rotation. With a broader pool of playing talent, bigger thrills and new rivalries throughout new countries, this is the next bold step in the ongoing evolution of the best provincial rugby competition in the world, driving Super Rugby into a rousing new era.